Coming up on MCTV this week, MC students descend on Springfield to rally for marriage equality, and a woman that accidentally found herself writing books for kids. This week starts now. Hello and welcome to MCTV This Week. For Cindy Herrera, I'm Cameron Line. A rally for marriage equality urged lawmakers to approve same-sex marriage. Supporters hope the House will approve Senate Bill 10 during this veto session. Leslie Legg followed a group of students at Springfield and files this report.
Gay, straight, black, white, marriage is a civil right.
That was the take-home message from the March on Springfield, where nearly 5,000 people came out to support same-sex marriage.
A lot of people came from a long distance to be here, and I think it's really exciting.
Among them was Adam Rubel. He says he thinks this event will have major outcomes.
I think it's going to be a really monumental event in the history of gay rights in Illinois.
But right now, the bill is held up in Illinois' House of Representatives after they failed to vote on it months ago. But supporters are still hopeful that this event will show lawmakers the importance of passing same-sex marriage.
I think it's really important that there is such a large crowd here, considering the circumstances, because I mean that just shows that this is a big issue and nothing's going to stop it.
Governor Pat Quinn says he's ready to sign the marriage equality bill into law as soon as it passes through the House. Though critics say Illinois doesn't need a new law since it already offers civil unions. Advocates for the bill say civil unions don't offer the same benefits of marriage. If passed, Illinois will be the 15th state to allow same-sex marriage. For MCTV, I'm Leslie Legg.
And if you would like to voice your opinion, please contact your local state representative.
An author and illustrator duo came to Monmouth last Thursday in order to Contagious. Okay. An author and illustrator duo came to Monmouth, bringing the English and art departments together last Thursday as a part of Monmouth College observance of Fine Arts Month. Candace Fleming and Eric Roman have been writing and illustrating children's books for years. The duo has a total of 33 books between them, with Fleming authoring and Roman illustrating. Fleming at first wrote for adults, but one nonfiction story seemed perfect for older kids.
And so I actually sent it to the only children's magazine I knew, which was Highlights for Children, and they actually called on the phone and asked if I wrote for children, and of course my answer was no, that I had not considered it. But the more I thought about it, I thought to myself, wow, I'd really had a lot of fun doing that piece. The Highlights people asked if I wanted to write a few more pieces for them, and I thought, why not, you know?
Fleming's partner and illustrator, Eric Roman, has been awarded both the Caldecott Honor and the Caldecott Medal, which goes to the artist of the most distinguished American picture book of children, as part of the talk that highlighted the process of creating a children's book from start to finish.
A lot of people think that these things sort of are born whole. And of course they're not. There's all sorts of things that happen in its creation. Lots of steps and lots of missteps. And that's what we wanted to talk about, is how are these things made in the real world.
For more information, you can visit their websites at CandaceFleming.com or EricRoman.com.
With Halloween just around the corner, ASAP brought a ghost hunter to campus. Chris Fleming says he has been experiencing extraordinary things since he was a child. He shared with the crowd audio recordings and pictures of apparitions and mist. Fleming has appeared on numerous television programs, including Bravo's Dead Famous and Sci-Fi's Ghost Hunters. Following the presentation, he took a number of students on a ghost hunt. ASAP's next event is tonight at 9:30, when they'll be celebrating Halloween Walking Dead style in Scotland Yard.
Taking a look at some events on campus this week. Tonight, Blukey presents Breast Fest. Students will perform all in effort to raise money and awareness for breast cancer research. It all begins in Dell Chapel at 7. We'll find out who's to be crowned the winner of this year's MC's Got Talent on Friday night at 7 in the Dell Chapel. And bask in the sultry sounds of the MC Jazz Band, who will be playing in Scotland Yard this Saturday afternoon at 2.
Coming up in sports, the Fighting Scots played host to Lawrence University. We'll have the highlights next.
even eats that much. That's a slouch.
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Who's gonna pick that up?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Men's football team had a huge victory last Saturday against Lawrence University. The Fighting Scots dominated the field against Lawrence University Vikings. In the second quarter, the Scots were able to push the Vikings back far enough for Trey Yoakum to make a 2-yard run for his second touchdown. Shortly after, Scots managed to get another touchdown run by Yoakum, leaving the Scots up 14-0 at halftime. In the third, the Scots made an interception, followed by another touchdown by Trey Yoakum. In the last quarter of the game, the Vikings managed to make a 23-yard pass, finally putting them on the board, but it still wasn't enough. The Fighting Scots take home the victory, 31-7.
I think we played pretty good today. You know, we moved the ball pretty well, but we could have put more points up on the board, but that's all right. I guess we can do that for the next game.
The team will travel to Illinois College next Saturday. Last Friday, the Fighting Scots volleyball team also took a huge victory against Lawrence University. The Scots came off strong in the first two games. Junior Mackenzie Golan had 2 kills right from the start for the Fighting Scots. Also, freshman and senior hitters Lauren Pedersoli and Kara Kuykendall added to Monmouth's lead with big kills. Pedersoli led the Scots with 18 kills in the match. Monmouth won the first game 25-17. The second game, Monmouth didn't let the Lady Vikings get a lead throughout the game, ending the second game with a score of 25-16. After a very close third game, the Vikings came to life in the third, and they pulled together a close victory of 26-24. Finally, the women's Fighting Scots finished the fourth game in convincing fashion, final score 25-14.
Our weaknesses were definitely inconsistency with different skills at different times. Probably like sometimes it was the pass, sometimes the set, sometimes the hit too, but it was all at different times, so it kind of hurt us at different points in the game.
After the win against Lawrence, the women's volleyball team hoped to make their last home game of the season a winner against St. Norbert College. Last Saturday was senior night as players were honored on the court, ready to begin their drive to the conference championships. During the first set, the Scots fought strong but were defeated 18-25. But in the second, they came out stronger, winning the set 25-22. After winning the second set, Monmouth College tied the match by winning the fourth game 25-21. The Scots would drop the final set, however, and lose the match 2-3.
We played with a lot of heart today, and it really meant a lot to me as a senior to show how far this program has come in this year with a lot of freshmen coming in this year. So that was a good fight today.
The team won against rival Knox yesterday and will travel to Bloomington this weekend for the Illinois Wesleyan University Barker Classic. There's a look at sports. Here are your scores for this week. That's it for MCTV this week. I'm David Beidel.
And I'm Cindy Herrera. Join us next week on Wednesday for an all-new MCTV.
And don't forget, you can find us online at monmouthcollege.edu/MCTV. I'm Cameron Lyon, and that was the news for this week.